And of course there's no purple on our bed, and I can't figure out where this purple fuzz was. Well, found out that my wife laid her sweater on that bed Friday night. And so it left purple fuzz. And she's been picking purple fuzz off me. Coming in, I said to her, I don't know where I got this purple fuzz. And she said, well, I don't know either. And I said, now listen, it came from somewhere, but it's anyways, did you ever find yourself in a place that you're not sure how it happened, or what went on, or you can't remember any particular time? This past week, as I was traveling and thinking about today's message and running it over in my mind and thinking, okay, where do I go? Because every one of us have been in church long enough, or most of us have, that Palm Sunday has always been about Jesus riding into Jerusalem. The triumphant ride. And we've heard many messages on it. As I thought about today's message, and I come across the question, which group is your choice? Which group is your choice? Turn your Bibles to Luke 19. And I came across this illustration this week, and it says, every spring, hundreds of Hollywood stars gather for the Academy Awards. Very few slip in the back door. Instead, they make an entrance. They walk down a long red carpet, smiling at cameras, waving at people in the stands, and many ask, who, and by the way, all that applied or extensive the background checks. They were showing off clothing and chatting with reporters, and some will go to great lengths just to be noticed. Contrast that with Jesus to the man healed of leprosy, as we read in Matthew 8. He said, see that you don't tell anyone. To the blind men he healed in Matthew 9, he warned them sternly. See that no one knows about this. In Mark 1, a demon-possessed man in Capernaum yelled out, I know who you are, the Holy One of God. And Jesus replied, be quiet. Jesus often chose not to be in the limelight. In fact, most of Jesus' ministry happened outside the very capital city of Jerusalem, away from the big pomp and ceremony of the temple, in small towns and villages along the way. Until today, until the event that we know as the Triumph Entry, the day we remember each year as Palm Sunday. This day changes everything. Now, we should also proclaim him as the Messiah and the King. If Jesus was alive today, he'd be a wanted man. If Jesus had entered into one of our modern cities leading a parade, he would have been arrested immediately. Because he would be a wanted man. The FBI would want him for turning water into wine without license. The EPA would get him for killing a fig tree. The MAA for practicing medicine without license. The Department of Health for asking people to open graves and raise the dead and feeding 5,000 people in the wilderness without a food permit. The NEA for teaching without a certificate. OSHA for walking on water without a life jacket. The National Board of Psychiatrists for giving advice of how to live a guilt-free life. The NOW